Hey guys, so I'm just going to show you my foundation routine. So it's more of a foundation routine for people with lighter skin. Obviously, I am very pale. I am a natural redhead, gingery orange, strawberry blonde color. So I'm just get right started with it. This is really dirty, but this is what I usually use as a this is a moisturizer, but it works very well as a primer. It's the new Clean and Clear finishes mattifying moisturizer with oil free, hits all day shine control, super absorbing mineral and complex, has SPF 15. Looks like this. I don't have oily skin per se, I just sweat a lot. And that's usually common with redheads, which is, I don't know the science behind it, I don't remember. But I already applied that, so my face is all okay. I'm going to use the there's no label on this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's in 15 Fair. I think this is actually the second to light one because the other one was too orangey for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply that right here on the eyes and on my eyelids because it is kind of sticky, so it does kind of work as an eyeshadow base. And I also have veins, and I apply it all through here because I suffer from very old dermatitis quite chronically, and I am in the process of having a breakout. So, with that said, I'm going to just kind of pat that in with my finger. This is my middle finger, I believe. Yeah. Pat that in like this. No. I like to try and get some above my eyebrow because that's where a lot of my freckles are. I have the freckles, obviously. I also pat right there, right? Except for freckle right there. Very large one. Okay, so I get this all blended in. Patting, pat, 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 pat. And that done. I go in with the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Concealer in 205, and I use this here. And this stupid freckle up here. Stupid freckle. YouTube. And then at the same time, I also use some of this right here more because of the fact that I'm actually pretty broken out right now with the very old dermatitis. And this one has more of a moisturizing effect to it, and that, as you can tell, I use more concealer than most people do. Just because every foundation I find that is my color is not full coverage. This is going to be using Flower Foundation in LF1. So like show what they have, and it's pink, and it works. So about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, like this, and just a stippling brush by Sephora Professionals. Okay, so I took that in. And I'm just gonna apply this all over the place. I usually just get it all over before I actually do a stippling. I focus here because I get a lot of freckles there. Okay, so with all that said, I do use a lot more foundation than most people do. I don't look cakey ever usually though, but most time it's just because by the time I put this on, it's all over. Most of it is already cutting off from sweat and whatnot. So before I even go into blending it in my face, I usually put whatever's left on my brush, and then I just stipple it in. Okay. And get that all over the place. As you can tell, it is quite the perfect color for me. But the coverage is not the fullest. just to check it all, make sure it's all okay. And sometimes I put it on the side and just pat to get some more, you know. My hair's been disturbed, but just to get a better I don't know what to try to say. Just so you don't get the stupid little things. That's one thing with sticking brushes, if you don't keep them clean, then it should work very well. And I usually have to massage back into the trigger part of my ear. Like here. Okay. So with that said, that part of foundation is done. I usually go in with the Dream Matte Mousse in the lightest shade. It's too dark and it's the lightest shade, but I usually take a little bit and put it right here. And you can totally tell the difference, but I do a little bit of contouring with it just because it is such a blendable foundation. It works very well for my skin. It's right there. You know, I had to focus it more back here just because I feel like it contours my face better. And then the same on this side. Just contouring it and going up a little bit. I say whatever before they go around my nose. I feel like you guys cannot understand that. I feel like I just talked really fast. My apologies. But before I even go in with my powder, I use the One Sweet Sculpting Brush and Bronzer Duo. It's a citrus brush like this. And I usually hold it like this and dip it in the bronzer part. Tap. And I usually don't go too close to my mouth because then it kind of looks like I have no foundation on my mouth, even though I do. I don't know, it just looks kind of silly. So I keep it back here more. And just, you know, this is a lighter shade. I usually have to put more than I need. Put more on the brush than anything else. Bring it down to the neck, up here, and there. Just like that. And then I take my favorite blush of all time. It is blush one. It's by the Flirt Stick from Kohl's. Just something big Bare Essential brush. And I don't really do my cheekbones. I mean, I don't really do my cheek like that with much. I kind of just dab it on right here. It's more like a bronze face color. And then I go in with my green nut powder. And I use the little spongy thingy for some parts because it puts more of the product on. I need a lot of the powder. But I go like this and I focus right here. I pat it on. All out around my mouth because a lot of my foundation does come off from my mouth more. And then I do a lot on my forehead just because I sweat. I sweat around my mouth. I think my upper lip is where I sweat the most. I don't know why. It's very unattractive. But you know, to me, I go right over all that. The reason I do the powder after I do that is because it helps with the blending. I don't really like to have harsh, like a lot of colors, like blush or not. I'm just going with a Real Techniques brush, like a powder brush, all over face brush, with a little bit of powder on, just kind of like going over it, smoothing it out, bringing some onto my neck. Good jazz. And then the last thing I do is a little bit of highlight. This is from a Pixie palette thing from Target. I just use that shade right there. It's a a more brownie colored highlight, and I use my finger for this, and just kind of rub it in, just really gently down my nose. Cupid's bow down here, on my eyelid, and then I just go back in with this brush and blend it all out. And that is my face routine. And if I feel I need more bronzer, I'll just kind of go in with whatever's left over on my brush, like that. And that's my face routine. And just so you guys know, this piece of hair right here is different on purpose. Okay, so that's my everyday face routine, and I'm just gonna go do my eye makeup now. See y'all while I do that.